Hello my friends and welcome back to day 12. Is it day 12? Hello my friends and welcome back to day 11 of our 30-day breath routine. Today I'm going to teach you a new aspect that we can add to our breathing practice to completely change the quality of the pranayama we're performing. And this is timing or counting the breath. But not just timing how long we do the breath for or how long we hold the breath for, but actually timing how long we're doing all the phases of the breath. That means the inhalation, the internal retention, the exhalation, and the external retention. All four of these different parts of the breath have a different physiological effect on our nervous system. So by changing the pattern in which we're breathing in this way, we can really choose the effect that we want to create out of our pranayama. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you smash the like button. I always feel awkward to do these sort of plugs. But it's part of the game here on YouTube. And if you enjoy this sort of content and you like to practice with me and you want to go further in your practice, I highly recommend you to check out our membership where I'm regularly releasing extended classes and advanced practices to help you take your practice further. It's also a great way to show your support to us, and we're always happy to welcome new students into our community. Sorry, I'm a little bit silly today, guys, but it's that kind of day. Let's get into our breathing with timing. When we talk about timing the breath or counting the breath, we're often referring to a ratio of the four parts of the breath, which would be inhalation, internal retention, exhalation, and external retention. Of course, in some pranayamas, we're not using internal or external retention, and it would just be a ratio of in to out. But we can modify these different numbers to create different effects. And you'll see that later on in our journey when I do start to modify. Today, we're going to do a balanced ratio of 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. So all four parts will be equal. This breathing is technically called Sama Vritti, which means the breath of the same movement. Sama means same and vritti means movement or fluctuation. So this breath of the same movement, 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, is very balancing. It's not energizing, it's not relaxing. It's really helping to center and focus us. So when we perform this breathing, all four parts of the breath are going to be in the same time. Now, there's many different ways that we can time the breath. And actually counting in your mind is typically the least reliable. And that has to do with factors of the heart rate and the nervous system changing activity as we're breathing. For example, when we inhale, everything goes faster. When we exhale, everything slows down. So if you try to just count in your mind, the ratio will be way off, especially if you're doing longer retentions, longer inhalations, a longer counting. So what I use is I use a metronome on my phone. Traditionally, yogis would use their heart rate and sounds of nature and all sorts of crazy things. But in today's world, we've got the technology to use a metronome on the phone. It's very easy. I like it for a number of factors. One, it really keeps the pattern the same. The mind can go all over the place. And it really shows us how we are progressing on the practice. Remember, I told you we want to drop that part of the ego that's challenging and try to succeed, and we never hold the breath beyond our capacity. At the same time, it's also good to know that I am progressing on this path, and we can learn to modulate this pattern in certain ways to achieve an even deeper effect through the pranayama. So anyway, I said a bunch of things. I don't want to put too much out there right now. What we're going to be doing, the breath we're going to be doing is a Sama Vritti, a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 ratio, and we're going to be doing for 6 seconds. I usually find 6 seconds is quite accessible to the beginner. Of course, if it's not, fix it in a way that you can do 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. But we're going to be inhaling for 6, holding the breath for 6, exhaling for 6, and holding the breath out for 6. And of course, trying to stay very calm, very relaxed throughout. This is going to be a sort of Maha Yoga Pranayama where we inhale fully, we hold fully, we exhale fully, we hold empty. And we will do that for 4 minutes. So you'll really get the opportunity to go into the experience of what is this breathing with ratio and see just how balancing and centering it can be. I didn't plan to have such a long-winded explanation, but that's what you got. You're going to learn more about these ratios later on. I just wanted to give a brief introduction today. And with that said, let's get ready to practice together. Find your way into a comfortable seated position, pressing the seat down, reaching the crown of the head up. Shoulders are back and down, so the heart is lifted, open and relaxed. Close the eyes, go inside. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. Soften into the body, into the present moment. Again, deep inhalation. Open the mouth side out. Feel the vibrations massaging the nervous system, softening. One more time, this time we hold the breath, deep inhalation. Sniff in even more. Hold it and relax. For 3, 2, 1, side out. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention inside. Being present with yourself here and now. Witnessing where the mind is, where the body is, anything that's calling your attention, or maybe you're already very calm, centered, and present. Regardless, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. As we begin with our belly breathing, breathing deep down into the navel, and exhaling, really focusing on the movement of the abdomen, the diaphragm. Trying to make the breath as deep down as possible. And releasing, return to normal breathing. Feeling the effect throughout your nervous system. Massage of the diaphragm. We're going to start today with the lion's breath for 1 minute. Breathing quickly in and out through the mouth with the tongue stuck out. Let's begin with a deep inhalation through the nose. Relaxing exhalation. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and begin the lion's breath. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, relax into it. when it feels right for you, little sniff, and relax. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside, feeling the effects from this lion's breath, opening and expansion of the energy, the lungs, the heart, the mind. And gently coming back, we're going to go into our pranayama of the day, the Sama Vritti Pranayama. Inhaling for 6, holding the breath for 6, exhaling for 6, holding the breath out for 6. I'll guide you through the first round, and then you can continue on your own. We're going to perform this for 4 minutes. We'll start with 1 ventilation breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale completely through the mouth. All the breathing now is done through the nose. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, hold, out, hold, in, continue on your own. Return to normal breathing. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling the expansion in the heart and lungs. The balancing of energy. Feeling simultaneously relaxed and energized. Present and awake. Gently coming back. Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed this practice. This ratio is a breathing you can do anytime to help balance the energy. Work, play, in the evening, in the morning. It's a beautiful practice. Let me know in the comment section how it was for you, if you found it challenging or very enjoyable. I always love to hear from you. If you want, you can continue sitting in meditation, or you can lay in Shavasana to allow the energy to settle. As usual, I hope you have a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.